Hello Libra, it's Haley with Tarot from Beyond, here to provide you with your October 2018 tarot reading. Very interesting. I'm very interested in knowing what Spirit has to say for you Libra for the month of October, as October is the 10th month of the year, and if you add 1 plus 0 it equals 1, new beginnings. And before I go ahead and cut that, look at this. Boom. Bam. Got a good feeling about this. Libra, you guys are the best. My youngest is Libra. And I'm telling you, he has been my strength through the hardest times. I'm telling you, he has been my strength. I keep an angel of loving arms protected around him wherever he goes. Not that one wouldn't be there already, but I put that extra special request in for him and my other son. But my Libra, that one is a lover, and he is selfless as all get out. I mean, he takes people's in consideration with a grain of salt. And that's what you guys are actually very good at. Okay, last shuffle and we will begin. As a matter of fact, I'm a little thirsty. I'm going to get a drink of water. I'll shuffle a couple more times and be back. Wasn't that quick? On your end it was. Couple more shuffles, my loves, and we will get in to your reading so we can see what Spirit has to say to you, my precious Libra. All right, loves, that's it. The 7 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Cups, 7 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and Temperance, which represents healing. Okay, Libra, here's what I'm seeing. You guys are dealing with the remnants of September. The remnants of the people that you recognized that you had to defend yourself against. The actions that they were doing that you had to defend yourself against, but you did it successfully because look at you. There's no reason why you should be able to stand there against 6 other negative energies coming against you, and you standing there, standing your ground and saying, nope, you ain't taking a step closer. That's where you guys are right now. You guys have gotten on your horse and said, I see exactly what you're doing, and I'm going to get on my horse and I'm going to do something about it, because swords represent action. When you see wands, think of a verb, action. And you're taking action towards your happy family. Because your happy family means everything to you, Libra. You know the people who like to play mind games and who are stealing. People who like to sit there and steal things from other people who have no business doing that. And by identifying this, the universe has said, well, job done. Here's your Ace of Pentacles. Here's the abundance that we have to give you. So that's what you could look forward to. That and healing of past hurts that you have experienced in your past. You have also been given the Ace of Swords, which represents the fact that you will be thinking differently. The way that you perceive things will be completely different. And you will realize that the things that were important to you before are no longer important to you anymore. You will realize what's really real versus what you thought was real before. And once you realize that, I implore you to try to contain yourself, because once you really realize how deceitful some people can be, it takes a lot in us to behave virtuously. Okay? So always make sure that you behave virtuously no matter what you are able to discover within people. And I feel as though what you discover in people is going to really make you feel a little bit depressed. It's going to make you feel as though you don't want to take that drink of water that's going to replenish you with the love for self and give you, the strength to give the love to others who depend on you to give it to them, who deserve it. Give me just one moment. Sorry about that, Libra. Somebody was at my back gate, but it was my dog jumping against the back gate. Okay. So don't let what you discover depress you, because it's their actions that you are observing. This is not your actions. This is their actions that you're discovering. Let them feel the feelings associated with their own behavior. Why are you taking that on, Libra? That depression does not belong to you, so I recommend that you release it. As today is Sunday the 23rd, tomorrow is that full moon. Set your intention on saying goodbye to that depression and release it. Say it ain't mine, and I ain't gonna hold on to it because it ain't mine. Depression is not mine, and I will not receive it. Bye, depression. It was nice knowing you. Because, baby, Libra, you know who you are. The King of Cups. You guys know what love is in its fullest extent. And that is why you've been clawed at your whole life in some way, shape, or form, and people continue to try to come against you, but you know what? You've always let it roll off your back like the water on the water on the back of a duck. You guys are some very resilient people. Keep that up and do not let that depression seep in to a point where you're unable to get out of it because you don't deserve to be in that place. There is nothing going on bigger than you and what the universe has in store for you. So how much power are you going to give the people around you doing things that they ought not be doing, like this? I don't care who this person is. I don't care if it's the person you've been sleeping next to for 20 years. I don't care if it's your brother, sister, mother-in-law, father-in-law. It doesn't matter who they are. They don't have a right to steal from you. And they certainly don't have a right to judge you as if they don't have anything going on within themselves that needs some assessing. You need to let that die. Don't think one more second about these people, as these people have nothing to do with you and your happiness. Happiness ought to be in your hands, because if you put it in the hands of others, just imagine. Just imagine. They will be more than happy to take the happiness that belongs to you away from you. So you need to let whatever relationships that are currently lingering around that you know ought not be, let them die so that your blessings can live, which is the Ace of Pentacles and healing. You need healing based on your past experiences with people. This card means speed, communication, or travel. And I feel that it will be communicated to you somehow, some way. Now, this could be through the angelic forces. This could be through the actual court system. This can be in some way, shape, or form, but it will be communicated to you that justice will be served for what people have done to you throughout your entire life that has been completely unfair and unmerited towards you. So don't worry about that. You are now always in the position ready to go ahead and say, if you want to come closer if you'd like, but you see what position I'm in. I'm ready to cut off anything and everything that wants to take away from me and my family and the peace that I have and the peace that is within our home. So if you want to come closer, but you know what's going to happen. You're going to be cut off. And you have every right to set these boundaries, Libra. These people make you angry. Or because you're holding up your hand and saying, okay, come closer if you want to. This person knows that they can't come closer because this person knows it's a fire sign. This person knows that if they come closer, off with their head, so to speak. And they're angry that they can't come any closer and continue to steal from you. The sun represents the highest form of happiness, and I've also explained to many of you who are my subscribers that the sun is getting ready to reveal some things that you may not have known about. It's going to illuminate some things. Thinking that whomever it is that you're dealing with is going to change is a fantasy. They're never going to change. So it would be best for you to acknowledge that, accept it as hard as it may be, and move on with your life and allow yourself to be the happy individual that you deserve to be. Continue to work on what it is that you're building for yourself. Continue to work on your own spiritual development, your own personal business, or whatever it is that you're doing for yourself that is going to lift you up. Continue to do that, because the more energy that you put into, this person or these people who continue to try to distract you and get you off track, they're going to take all the time in the world away from you and what you're building. And if that happens, at what speed would you be able to work and build what it is that you want to build for yourself? Whomever this is resonating with is a light worker. A definite light worker and a very powerful one. You are the queen or king of action, believe that. But you know when to light that wand on fire, and it takes a lot for you to do that. In closing you out, my loves, once you realize and are able and ready to accept that there are some people in your life, whether you love them or not, that don't belong, the universe is going to reward you, acknowledge you, and praise you for taking that step into the unknown, because walking this path with this person, whether it be unhealthy or not, was a familiar path. But when you say, you know what, I don't want to walk this familiar path anymore because this familiar path is just too damn rocky. It's just too crazy. And when you're ready to say, you know what, I'm willing to be more flexible toward my growth and less rigid with regards, that's outside. Let's let it pass on. Okay. When you become more flexible toward your growth and less rigid. And when you allow yourself to say, you know what, although I love this person is wrong for what they're doing and I don't want it in my life. And when you're ready to make that step and say, you know what, I do not accept this behavior from you, and I'm going to be setting boundaries with you and letting you know where you can and where you cannot step around me, the universe is definitely going to acknowledge you for that. Because here's what the universe is saying. Here's what Spirit is saying. We have given you the authority to cut off people in your life and set boundaries with people according to what it is that they're doing. If they're doing something that makes them feel like they need to steal from you or do things that are inappropriate, you have all the right in the world to let them know what their boundaries are. And the moment that you start setting boundaries with people and treating yourself with the worth that you actually really do have, I promise you, the universe is going to acknowledge you for it. Because the universe gave you this authority so that you can have the harvest that the universe wants to see you have. And here's the yin and the yang. I mean, when I look at these three, I know for the month of October, you guys are going to be thinking, at an astronomical level. You guys are going to be able to retain information at an astronomical level. You've got the yin and the yang and the ace of swords, which represents this yin and this yang regarding intellect is going to create a whole new you. A whole new you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Because that's an excellent place to be, Libra. I recommend that you guys look forward to that. For sure, for sure, for sure. That's a blessing all day and all night. Because thinking with our hearts can sometimes get us in trouble. Because when we think with our hearts too much, what happens is we allow people to use us as doormats at times. And we let their smiles be all that it takes for them to take all that it takes from us. And then before we know it, our life's energy is damn near gone. And then here we are doing everything we can to try to replenish what it is that the other individual took with no remorse and has no intentions on replacing. So Libra, I see you now getting on your pure white horse and saying, I am now looking for what it is that I love in life. I am now looking for people who are genuine. I am now looking for ways to expand on love for myself. I am looking for what love really encompasses. And if you look at this picture, you already know, by the way. But you're just going to strengthen that energy. He's got a cup and he's getting ready to fill it with that river water. And guess what? I'm going to tell you a little secret. For those of you who feel exhausted by being in the situation that you were in, go get in some water. Go get in some river water or go to the beach. And that is exactly where you're going to go ahead and recharge all of your batteries. So Libra, with that being said, as I said, for those of you who would like private readings so that you can get the guidance or validation that you need so you can move forward and that you're not living in the past, and so that you recognize who you are in the present so you can make plans for the future, I recommend you take a look at my services. I embed my website into each video. The book you're reading now button is the way that you are able to obtain your stones. The information is located on my website. And that is also the button you would click if you would like to make donations. Any amount is appreciated. Okay? So with that being said, Libra, I will talk to you soon, and namaste.